Space is hard.
Quote, space is hard. I want to talk about Roddenberry's ashes.
All right.
I think we got to talk about that.
Roddenberry's ashes. Okay, this actually happened, you guys. This actually happened.
This actually happened.
Peregrine 1 has no chance of landing on the moon due to a fuel leak. And I'm just going to give you guys the quick and dirty here. Basically, this is the company that had, in the past, launched famous people's ashes into space. And they had this new thing where they're like, you know what? We want to become the first commercial space probe to make a soft landing on the moon and to deliver the ashes or whatever, the canisters, whatever of these famous people like Gene Roddenberry onto the moon.
Brought to you by Boeing. Just heads up. Boeing's behind this.
Of course it is. And there was a lot of like headache about this. There was actually like a Native American group that was mad that they were gonna like desecrate the moon with ashes and human remains.
Hey, Native American people, stick to your own, horrible shit that happened in North America. Okay.
Yeah, bro. Can you not be?
Forget the moon.
Stop complaining about the moon, Holmes.
You can't put hotels and gambling casinos on the moon yet. Okay, just hold your horses. No pun intended. Hold your horses.
Oh my god. And there was a lot of like random people complaining about this for seemingly no reason. And then I remember the guy comes out, the head guy. He's like, "Hey, look, this is just like any funeral. We're gonna do it with respect and blah blah." And everyone's like, "Oh, okay, let's see how it goes." Well, in the latest update released on Tuesday, the company confirmed that the spacecraft had unfortunately no chance of a soft landing on the moon.
I love how they say no chance of a soft landing. That bitch is gonna crash. That bitch is gonna crash and make a new crater.
The landing, which is carrying NASA-specific equipment, launched on the Vulcan Centaur rocket from Cape Canaveral. The Peregrine was scheduled to land on the moon on February 23, when it would have begun to gather data about the lunar surface to help research for planned future human missions.
Cool. That's cool. Love anything planning for future human missions.
The lander also contained non-scientific payloads, including DNA from former U.S. presidents, including George Washington, John F. Kennedy, Dwight Eisenhower, and the ashes of Gene Roddenberry, the creator of Star Trek, as well as some of the former stars
on the TV show,
the TV series. Responding to the reports of the lander's failure, NASA said it was working with Astrobotic to identify the root cause of the propulsion problem. And adding, and this is the funniest part.
I'm getting a fucking shirt of this. I am getting a shirt of this. I swear to God. I will wear it.
100%. We are making a shirt with this. He added,
tomorrow.
Space is hard.
Quote, space is hard.
100%. By Friday, that shirt will be available to purchase, and I will be wearing it.
Absolutely. Space is hard, guys.
Later on Tuesday, NASA added more delays to the Artemis moon program scheduled for 2026. So, bottom line is now Gene Roddenberry's ashes and some of the other TV stars are now just floating randomly in the depth of space.
Not to mention the very first president of the United States, John F. Kennedy, which depending on how you feel about him, and of course Dwight Eisenhower. Let me tell you something. This is a bunch of bullshit. Okay, now granted, I don't know what's going to happen to his ashes or whatever, and listen, he's dead. I get it, but the idea that you would send him on this very first mission, the very first landing on the moon for this company, is stupid. Why would you? We're already going to the moon. We were planning to go to the moon in 2025. Why not wait until you can take them to the moon properly,
right?
And have some sort of a burial or ceremony where they're actually on the moon instead of sending it on some unmanned spacecraft where any fucking thing could go wrong. Imagine if this thing blew up and the ashes just didn't get scattered, but were completely disintegrated, where they didn't exist anymore. Like.
Well, matter can't be destroyed. Huh? It wouldn't be destroyed.
Well, turned into helium particles.
Right, helium particles.
You still wouldn't be able to see it. It's out there. But the point is like, why would they do this now? Like, what's the fucking hurry? You know how long these people have been dead? Like why not wait until we're actually able to go to the moon properly? And guess what? We were supposed to go to the moon in late 2025.
Not anymore.
Like less than 2 years. Now it's been pushed a year because of this bullshit.
Right. I love this too. Like it also said on board were 5 small moon rovers weighing less than 6 grams, measuring 12 centimeters across, that would carry the. I don't understand why there's these little tiny moon rovers.
Well, because it's not all of their ashes.
Right.
By the way, it's not like the urn of George Washington. It's basically they also call it DNA. Right.
Right.
So yeah, I get it. Okay. So, but the point is like, you know, you could have waited and had a really cool ceremony. And listen, in the future, 50, 100 years from now, people would be able to go to the moon and you'd have your first like cemetery on the moon, you know, or memorial on the moon where you could go and see where these famous people's DNA is. Anyways, I just think it's ridiculous. And also it sets the time back. And also you can't trust Boeing hardly for shit. So, I mean, why don't we just let SpaceX and Blue Origin do the work, guys?
Right. Yeah. Let them do the thing. Hey, if you like this clip and you want to see more, then click right here and become a member today. Also, we do a live show every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, totally free. So come on down and hang out with us every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. We'll see you there.